Hello there folks, how are we all doing tonight? Quick video for TRAMORE and Wolverhampton tomorrow. 7 races at TRAMORE and 6 at Wolverhampton. Now I never heard of 6 races at Wolverhampton in my life. There's normally 8 or 9. Can someone tell me what's actually going on with the horse racing? Because I don't know. I don't know what's happening lately with the meetings and the tracks. I don't know. Leave it at that. Now I did not make a video last night for today because I didn't fancy anything. And what happened? My old mate Danny Mullins pulled off a triple below in Wexford. So that's the way. Oh, that's the way it goes. Great jockey Danny. If you feel good mounts tomorrow at TRAMORE. But anyway, look, stick with me. The weekend is coming. You're all looking as beautiful as ever. Always remember that. Always looking beautiful. Right, I'm going to start off at Wolverhampton. Sorry now, just adjusting this laptop. I'm going to start off at Wolverhampton tomorrow. There are 2 evening meetings, by the way, that I've picked out. I start off at Wolverhampton with the 605. Now the favourite, number 5, is a very, very interesting horse, Jack Sparrow. Ridden by Johnny Depp and trained by Amber Heard. That's a good one though. But anyway, 3-1 favours. I'm going to go for number 9. I'm after spending 3 hours going through these meetings, I swear to God. That's why some shite racing all week. What was the last video I done? Tuesday night, I'd 1 5-1 winner and 4 seconds. I'm only doing it for the sake of it, right? Just to get used to the camera and keep in touch with ye. My fellow subscribers, men and women, whoever you are. Anyway, thanks a million for the last few subs I'm after getting. Number 9. Why do I always pick out horses I can't pronounce? Bonan. Look, that's why I like to give a number. Number 9. The 605 at Wolverhampton, number 9. Trained and ridden by the Llewellyns. That's a good combination. And number 9 is 9. Where are we? 9-1, sorry. That's number 9 in the first race of Wolverhampton. Each way. Second race of Wolverhampton is the 640. Still can't figure out why there's only 6 races. I'd like someone to comment and tell me what's going on like. The 6th race of Wolverhampton, that's strange. But anyway, the 640, I picked out number 3. You have 11-8 favours. I went for the second favours. Number 3, Hathor. Rav Halblin and John Gosden. Second favours, 5-2. 5-2 against 11-8. So that's number 3 in the 640 of Wolverhampton. Move on to the third race, the 715. 7 furlongs, filly stakes. I've actually went for the favourite here. I'm after going through these races at 4 different meetings and I just can't. So the third race, the 715 of Wolverhampton, number 1, first time out. Now Carl Burke have a good few horses here at Wolverhampton tomorrow night. And we get to one of his races in a minute. There's 4 runners and he got 2 runners. And the 2 of them were not fancied. In a 4-horse race. Number 1, Anad. Clifford Lee, Carl Burke. $150,000. That's some money for a horse. But anyway, he's 9 to 4 favours. That's number 1 in the 7:15. We'll move on quickly to the 4th race at Wolverhampton. Another 7 furlong handicap. I've picked out number 7. 750, number 7. I don't actually fancy any horses each way of Wolverhampton, only the first race. I have a good few at TRAMORE each way, big prices. But the 750, the 4th race of Wolverhampton, I've gone with number 7. Billy Loughnane, the fella that gave me a good winner on Bow Echo. I'm nearly sure that's the last horse I backed a couple of weeks ago. Bow Echo and the Guineas. But anyway, number 7, Court of Stars. Ollie Sangster, Billy Loughnane. Now I'd normally give an each way bet as well, but no, I'm just going to go straight for the favours. 3 to 1, Court of Stars. That's the 750 of Wolverhampton. The penultimate race, the 8:25 at Wolverhampton, is a quick dash, 5 furlongs. And I've gone for number 7 again. Kenny, what are you doing? You're going for favourites, man. Number 7 is Ancient Estate. Callum Rodriguez, Jesus Christ, for Adam Kirby. I looked up his form. He should be the best of the evening at Wolverhampton. That's Ancient State, number 7 in the 8:25. I don't even fancy anything each way. If I had to fancy one each way, I'd go for Curious River, number 5. Right? Just think of that now. 8 to 1, Curious River each way. But if I was going to have a bet, number 7, Ancient State, 5 to 2 favours, 9 to 4, 2 to 1, lot of different prices. Last race at Wolverhampton is at 9 o'clock. Please someone tell me in the comments why there's only 6 races. I can't figure it out. So this is the 4-horse race I was on about. Carl Burke have 2 runners in a 4-horse race. George Bowie and Andrew Baldwin. All dangerous trainers. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The favourite is Baltic Fleece at 7 to 4. I'm going to go for the outside of the 4. Number 1, High Storm. Sam James and Carl Burke. I think he'll beat Carl Burke's other horse with Clifford Lee riding him. But that's number 1 in the 9 o'clock. The outsider of a 4-runner field at 5 to 1. Okie diddly dokey. I've a nap coming up in Shepstow. Right, I went through the whole card. But now we move on to TRAMORE. Shut up, phone. We move on to TRAMORE tomorrow. Friday the 29th of May, actually. These two evening meetings are. Haydock has called off a lot lately. I think it's something to do with them holes in drainage. That shouldn't be a problem this day and age. The courses should be 100%. But anyway, we're going to TRAMORE. And the first race of TRAMORE is the 450. And like I said, my old buddy Danny Mullins had a triple today. And I think one of them was about 12 to 1. Lovely price. Danny's a good jockey. Danny Mullins is one good jockey. But anyway, the first race at TRAMORE, the 450, 5 to 2 favours, journey so far. I've picked out number 10 because I went through all the form. There's bad racing, lads. That's why I don't like midweek racing. I told you this. I went for number 10. Now see, Danny Mullins is riding a horse in this race for his mother Mags Mullins. And then you have Tony Mullins, which is number 10, the one I picked out. Mount Shenshan. That's number 10 in the 450 at TRAMORE tomorrow, the first race. Mount Shenshan. 12 to 1 each way. 11 runners. We'll move on swiftly to the 520, the second race. Jesus, the flies and the midgets and the... They'd ate the arse off you, watch. The 520, the second race at TRAMORE. I picked out number 4, which is favoured again. I just had to go for a few favourites for tomorrow. I don't like it, but number 4, Gavin Cromwell is getting a few winners. I said this in my last video. Now the man to watch in TRAMORE or Wexford is always Henry de Bromhead, right? But his horses are not firing like they should be. They're not firing like they should be with the last few weeks. He's getting a few winners. But these are the two tracks he targets. TRAMORE and Wexford, right? But I'm going to go for Gavin Cromwell, number 4, Endless Talking, which sometimes I can't stop doing. You get that when you're living on your own. Keep talking to yourself. Keep talking. Go outside, go down the shop. Talk the head of someone for a half an hour. Show my harm. Could do worse. 6 to 4 favours. That's number 4, Endless Talking, in the second race at TRAMORE. The third race is the 555. And don't forget to stay with me, lads, because the weekend is coming. Some lovely racing the weekend. I told you this in the last video. So the third race in TRAMORE, the 555, I went for number 7, which is a man I just mentioned, Henry de Bromhead, Darragh O'Keefe. Lady Diane. She's Princess Diane, she was some woman. But it's not spelled Diane, it's spelled D-O-Y-A-N-N-E. You see yourself, number 7. Lady Diane, Doane, whatever. Right, number 7 in the 555. He's 130 favours, joint favours. He's a winner. We'll move on to the fourth race at TRAMORE, the 630. And I have picked out number 5. Now there's a money on shot in this for Gordon Ellis as far as I know, because I see Sam Ewing is riding it. So I went for number 5. You have to take on the favourite, lads. Yep, this is Danny Mullins' boy. Muted Melody. This time he's riding for the father, Tony Mullins. That's number 5, Muted Melody, into 6:30 at TRAMORE. 7-1. Good each way bet against the money on favourite. The 5th race tomorrow, I'm getting to my nap now shortly. The 5th race tomorrow at TRAMORE is at 7 o'clock. Now I seem to have 2 bets in this, right? There's 4 joint favourites. So if I was having a bet, I'd bet on number 15. Solfarine, Daniel King, J. Ryan. Solfarine, you know the horse, number 15. That's why I like giving the numbers. So that's number 15, 92 joint favourite into 7 o'clock at TRAMORE. And I've also picked out number 2. Just because the name. Kilbarry Cece. Carl Miller for C. O'Keefe. Kilbarry Cece. That's my second horse in the 7 o'clock, number 2. He's 12-1 each way. 12-1 each way. Always remember, people, gamble responsibly, only bet what you can afford, and never ever chase your money. Never. We'll move on to the 6th race at TRAMORE, the 7:35. And I just managed to pick out number 6. It's only a 7-runner handicap hurdle. And he's favourite. So the 7:35 at TRAMORE is called Eastmore. And TRAMORE is down east, so, which has nothing to do with us, but I'm just saying. Philip Burns for Charles Burns. They're getting a few winners lately. I'm probably after passing the race a while ago, but very strange. Willie Mullins is bringing 1 horse to TRAMORE tomorrow. I know it's only a quick spin from Carlow to TRAMORE, from Clonsutton, where he operates, Willie Mullins. But the horse that have been beaten favourite money on 3 times. I don't know why. I'll try and find him now in 1 minute. But the 7:35, number 6, Eastmore. He's 5-2 favourite. Get on him. Get on him. The last race at TRAMORE is the 8:10. And I don't know why, but I picked out 2 here again. Yes, that's because the bet of the whole day is running tomorrow in the 8:10 at TRAMORE, which is 1 day in May. And we're nearly at the end of May, actually. Anna McGuinness. As far as, yeah, Anna McGuinness rides for Willie Mullins, so she is a top jockey. Now this is the August Festival early bird tickets at TRAMORE Racing. The August Festival, and it's only May. But it doesn't even say it's a conditioner or an apprentice or a lady race. There seem to be all ladies in it. But one day in May, number 8 for Anna McGuinness. If I was having a bet, I'd be having a big bet on that. 6 to 5 favours. I've also picked out number 2 for an each way bet. You've even money 2 to 1, 9 to 2, and then you're up into double figures. So I've picked out number 2 for an each way bet. Good Man Con. Good Man Con, yeah. Breen for Breen. The horse of good form, lads. It's not a great race. The favours will absolutely piss the race. I'll tell you that now, one day in May. But Good Man Con is 18 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 favours. He's bound to run into a place of that money. So there's my 2 bets in the last race at TRAMORE for tomorrow. Now I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just like to find that Mullins horse, and the first race I clicked I was lucky enough to find him. Yeah, that's the race actually I backed Muted Melody, Danny Mullins. So number 8, it's the 6:30 race, sorry. Just to tell you. So the money on shot is for Gordon Elliott. Poetic Twist, 4 to 5. And then you have the Willie Mullins horse, number 4. Paul Townend's Willie Mullins. Luke Hiles de Boers. Why does he have so many difficult names on his horses? But yeah, number 4, I looked at the form earlier. I know everything about the horse. I don't mean that. I know everything about his form. He's had to be beaten favours 3 times, money on. So why is he bringing that horse to TRAMORE in the 6:30? And he's only bringing 1 horse to TRAMORE. He might beat Gordon Elliott's horse. He might absolutely piss up, I don't know. But I'm after going for my pick in that race, Muted Melody. Right. Enough of the old chit chat. But I want my nap for tomorrow. And my nap is at Chepstow. All desperate racing tomorrow, everywhere. My nap for tomorrow is at Chepstow to 3 o'clock. Echo of Stars, number 6. That's 3 o'clock at Chepstow, number 6. Echo of Stars. Jamie Spencer, old slippery arse, riding for Oliver Cole. It's not a great race. It's more like a maiden, but it doesn't say. It's a novice stakes. There's nobody has a win in it. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 first time outs. Desperate racing. It's worth 6.5 grand. And it's a class 3. With 8 runners, no winners in the field. But I picked him out as my nap tomorrow. Echo of Stars. Number 6 in the 3 o'clock at Chepstow. Jamie Slippery Arse Spencer. He's getting a few winners, lads. Now he left me down the other day for a few, I know that. But he's getting a few winners. Anyway, look. The horses I give is just my opinion. You know what I mean? You don't have to back them. You might get lucky with 1 or 2, but I sooner the big meetings. The big tracks, the big meetings, where the big money is. They're the races I like. And the horses and the jockeys, the trainers. You see what I done at the Curragh last week. Picked out 6 winners out of 8. Might have been just a one-off. I didn't pick a winner since. But anyway, that's the way horses go. That's why I always say gamble responsibly. Don't follow all my horses, don't back them. If you fancy one, back it. They're only my opinions. So that's all I'm saying for now. 25 minutes into the video. I just wish you all the best of health. Stay safe. God bless. Kenny from Tipperary. It's a long, long way to Tipperary. Take it easy. Gamble responsibly. Good night.